Hi, everybody. My name is Andrea Lipka, and I am the course instructor for the ESL Job Search Practice summer course. And I wanted to give you in this video an overview of our course as it is organized in Canvas or B courses. Okay, let me just show you how the course is set up, and hopefully this setup is easy for you to use. You should be accessing the content under modules. Okay, on the left side, you have modules. Over the modules tab, you have the syllabus and announcements. These three features in Canvas are your go-to features. Okay, the module sections allows you to see the whole course as it's broken up on a weekly section. So the first module, it is general course resources. Here it's listed the syllabus, some tutorial on B courses or Canvas if you are not familiar, and then how you can use B courses as a student. Then I added our Q&A board. This is a discussion board that every student can participate, and part of your grade in this class is based on participation. So I would like you to participate as much as possible, help each other out this summer, and then you receive points for participation at the end of the semester. And underneath, I uploaded a file called Participation Tracker. This is a self-evaluation form that you will be using in week 1 and week 2 to assess your the knowledge that you gained in this class. So let me show you how this PDF looks like, Participation Tracker. And you can see it's broken up for week 1, 2. We are going to start filling up only the section for week 1 and for week 2. For week 3, 4, and 5, and 6, you already have reflections embedded in those assignments. So I didn't want to make you double work. I don't see the point of that. Let me go back to the modules and let's start talking about the course itself. So using this triangle on the right side, I can close the general course resources. If you need to access the syllabus, of course, you can access it from the syllabus tab on the left side of your screen. And you have the live syllabus. It is uploaded and updated, so you should have the final version. And you can see that it is a fully online class, and you can read about what counts as active participation so that we have a shared understanding that you can't just check out from the class and then come back on the final week to submit your assignments. Okay, so that's not going to work with this class. So please make sure that you read the syllabus, you understand what counts as participation, how the grading scale is set up. Let me just go to the grading scale, right? So the participation is 30% of your grade, and you have weekly assignments, and then you have a portfolio, okay? And last but not least, the course calendar overview is also in the syllabus, okay? So we start with week 1 with job search foundations, week 2, resume writing, week 3, cover letters, branding, week 4, global expectations on the job search and professional networking. So here we are going to talk about LinkedIn, and perhaps you have other ways to network. So hopefully I will learn something new from you. And the week 5, you have the interview. We are going to do mock interviews and self-reflection. And on the final week, we have the portfolios due. While most of the assignments are due on Sundays each week, okay, the final assignment is due on Friday, okay? That's when the course ends, and I need to submit the course by the end of the weekend. So make sure that you submit those assignments. And I tried my best to, again, make most of assignments due on weekend, on Sundays. And with exceptions, the peer reviews, I left the peer reviews to be due on, and we have a peer review here, on Tuesday the following week. That doesn't mean you cannot work ahead, okay? Try to make sure that you stay on track so that you don't fall behind, but all of the assignments are set up for you to start working as soon as the course opens. Okay, so let's go back to the modules to continue the overview of the course. So let's take, for example, week 1, the course overview, and the topic of the week it's listed here. You have pre-work tasks, so work that you have to do before the recorded lecture. It's not yet recorded the lecture, but I will add the link to my recording. So under directions, please read what you have for that particular week, okay? I list the rationale, the objectives, and then the tasks that you need to complete. I try to include videos as well and interesting readings that are highly practical. And then we are going to have a recorded lecture, and the recorded lecture is typically about the topic of that particular week. Okay. Um, Okay, and then after the recordings, you typically will post the assignments. Okay, so for week 1, you have to upload your job search reflection and the discussion board. Again, I highly advise you to use the modules and not just go into assignments because I want you to see how the class is structured. So if I click on next, okay, I can click on next, or I can go back to module 1. Okay, but I will click on next. So here are the readings that are for week 1. Then this is also a reading that is uploaded for week 1. And then the videos that are uploaded as well in the module 1. So I'm not going to click through the readings and the videos, but I wanted you to see how it is set up. It's a couple of readings. For example, reading the 5 key differences, you have the website, and I also uploaded the PDF in case you are traveling and you cannot access the website, you have access to the PDF. This too is the same information and they have the same title. Okay, so that's why I know it looks like it's a lot of reading, but it's not. Okay. And then you have the student slides that are already viewable for you before the my recorded session. So feel free to download and study the student slides. Let me go back to modules, module 1. So you also can download a handout. This is basically, it's very similar content based on the student slides and the recorded session. And then the post-work, under the post-work tab, I posted the assignments that are due, okay? So you have a job search reflection journal. If you click on it and you have already the due dates, then you can read what you need to do for this assignment, and you also should be seeing the rubric. I highly encourage you to please study the rubric because it's really helpful to enable you to submit high quality assignments. Okay, and then I can click on next and go to the introductory video discussion board. Again, I added the instructions, and then the due date is also listed here. It's due every Sunday. Okay, and then let's go back to another assignment, post-work, participation tracker, which is your self-assessment. Okay. You just answer the questions. I also added to this assignment tips for success, and explained why self-assessment matters. And again, as you can see, I uploaded the due date, okay? Same with rubric, right? So I highly advise you to make sure that you check the rubric, and that's another nice way to double check your submission. Did I meet the criteria in the rubric? And this Q&A board is really a place to ask questions, share challenges, or seek clarification about the course materials, job search strategies in the class. So please participate here, share your lessons. Maybe you found a cool resource, an AI tool that we can use in job search. And yeah, I love learning from my students. So make sure that you participate. And as I mentioned earlier, at the end of the semester, you will get points for participation. Okay. So this is how the course is set up. It uses the same structure every week. So you can see lesson 1, it's week 1. Lesson 2, week 2, and you have the topic here, you have directions, you have the readings or other materials, and you will have a recorded lecture. You can download the student slides, and you have the assignments. And as I said, the Q&A board is an optional assignment that I highly encourage you to participate. Same with lesson 3, same structure. You have directions, you have the readings, and you have the recorded lecture, and you have the assignment. Now, you might think that the assignments are a little bit too much. I highly advise you to not wait until this particular date or the due date to do all of the assignments. I picked the same due date to make things easier for you. Instead of remembering 3 different dates, you can submit everything on one date, okay? But that doesn't mean that I would like you to not do anything but the assignments on Sundays, okay? That's not what it means. Please budget your time. If you have time during the week, an hour or 2, you can submit the assignments earlier without penalty, okay? So that's why I'm trying to make things easier for you. Lesson 4, say structure, okay? As you can tell, lesson 4, you have a very interesting assignment that uses intercultural communication, and I am really excited about this assignment and some ideas that you are going to come up with. You can participate in the optional discussion board related to lesson 4 assignment. I highly advise you to participate and get extra credit. The points will be included in your class grade. Okay. Lesson 5, we see the same structure, recorded lecture, post-work. You have a mock interview with a reflection and a Q&A board if you have questions or concerns. The final week is your portfolio. So everything that we are working on during this class, I would like you to revise, finish up, polish up, and submit it. Okay. So that will be your portfolio. All the assignments that we are working on, your resume, your mock interview will be included in your final portfolio. And I do believe that you will be using a lot of this information in a job search. So feel free to read up on this assignment and again, look at the rubric. I always include the rubrics as well to make things more clear and standardized for you. And the final assignment is the action plan, okay? Job search action plan. And again, it has a rubric. So this is all that I wanted to talk to you about the structure of the course. If you have any questions, as always, feel free to shoot me an email, and I look forward to connecting with you. Bye.